This is episode 345 of the Beyond the Food Show, and today we're going to talk about what does it mean to undiet your life and what you can expect when you undiet your life. Stay tuned. Welcome to the Going to Beyond the Food Show, the only podcast that teaches you how to reshape your mind, not your body, to make your life better, bigger, and bolder. Your undieted life. I'm your host, Stephanie Dozier, reformed dieter, nutritionist, and coach. You ready? Let's do this. Hello, my dear sisters, and welcome back to the podcast. I am recording this podcast less than 48 hours before it is scheduled to air. So for those of you who may not be live with us, it's January 24th, 2023. And it's an impromptu podcast that I wanted to share with you. And I'm going to give you some background. I was scheduled this morning to do a social media live broadcast to talk to my audience about undieting their life. And something very magical happened on this live broadcast. I got really inspired and passionate, and I started to speak from my gut about what does it mean to undiet your life, what happens when you undiet your life, what is the outcome of undieting your life, what is the benefit of undiet your life. And a ton of people showed up on the live, and it was just coming to me, all the words of the last 6 years of my work with women were all pouring out of me with such a beautiful flow and very succinctly that it was magical what happened. So I have been really thinking for the last couple of weeks about defining the process of undieting our life and what it means, and to really get people to understand my whole body of work and my mission into this world and that second stage of my life, and how to explain the transformation that women have when they take off the glasses of diet culture and all the magnificent things that happen as an outcome of undieting our life. And it just poured out of me. So I decided to bring that into the podcast and to share that with you. So I'm not going to talk more than that because I did 45 minutes of talking on social media that was, I believe, guided by the universe. And I'm going to have my podcast team just clip that in and have you feel the magic of what happened this morning on social media with you, my family, on the podcast, and invite you to join us inside of Undiet Your Life. That you're listening to this timely before February the 3rd, 2023, or that you're listening to this 2 years down the road and you're like, oh my God, that's the answer to the problems I have in my life. Know that Undiet Your Life is open all the time. So it doesn't have to be in the live experience that I'm proposing to you. I'm inviting you in. You can join us at any time. Just check the link in the show note. So without further ado, I hope this moment of magic inspire you to create your better, fuller, and bolder life. I love you, my sisters. I'm here to invite you to join me in the 2023 live experience of Undiet Your Life. This is a once-a-year event. It's a once-a-year container that we're creating for women to come and work with me for 8 weeks and creating their most amazing, fuller, bolder life, the undieted life that's sitting right over there on the other side of you changing your relationship to food and body. So it is live, it is here. We have 10 days before we get started. So I wanted to this morning talk to you about what is the 2023 live experience, and then talk to you about what you can expect if you decide to work with us and join us in this event. So The 2023 live Undiet Your Life experience is a group coaching container that I run once a year at the beginning of the year usually, where I teach you in an intensive, accelerated way all the things you need to know to undiet your life, to learn to eat peacefully, to liberate yourself from all the body image drama so you can feel and be confident. And then from there, the world is your oyster as to what you can create in your life. So that live experience is me and you together once a week for 90 minutes, where I teach you all the things that you need to know, and I discard all the things that you don't need to know, and you go on and apply it for the next week. Then we come back together for the next set of learning that you need to take on to eat peacefully and to liberate yourself of all the body image drama. So think about it as an intensive learning track, accelerated transformation, because you're dedicated. I hold you accountable in this live container with all the other women for you to do your work. We create this container once a year because there's different types of learning and learner style out there. Some of you want to do things on your own, right? You want to take a relaxed approach, and we have that for you all year long, where all of our content, all of our tools are taught to you on demand, pre-recorded. You do it at your own rhythm. But there's a bunch of you who want the accountability. You want to be in a group of women doing this work with other people and having to show up somewhere. In order for you to do your work, you need that constraint, that structure. This is the place for you. This is the room you want to be in for 2023 for you to do your work, to finally put all the food drama and the body image drama behind you, so you open up space in your mind, space in your body, for you to then move on to do the things that you have been wanting to do your whole life, but were always too worried about what other people were going to think of you, about having enough time and enough money. I'm looking for my glasses here, but I like to teach it this way. People ask me, so what does it mean undieting your life? And I came up with this one analogy that I want to share with you. I was teaching a class some of you may have attended on Sunday called the Rebellious Eating Solution. And somebody asked me, what does it mean to undiet your life? And this is the analogy I came up with. Check this out. So currently right now, you want to think as you wearing a pair of glasses. And these glasses is how you see the world, right? It's your own unique perspective on the world, and that these glasses are all the learnings you've done up to now in your life. They're all the thoughts and the teaching and the learning and your past experience and your trauma, all the things that make you who you are. You unconsciously, when you wake up in the morning, that pair of glasses comes on. And the pair of glasses that many of us have is the one of diet culture, right? Right? I am not enough. My body is wrong. Therefore, I need to control food. I need to eat a certain way. The only way for me to interact with health, with my body and food is with control, right? This is all the learning diet culture has taught you. You are not enough. You need to be told what to do. This is the pair of glasses you put on every morning that creates the reality you experience with your body, with food, with health, and with your relationship with yourself, which is, bottom line, a relationship of I am not enough. I am not enough. Therefore, I need to control food. I need to change my body. I need to look younger. I need to do this. I need to do this. Always spending your time consumed about being enough. What Undiet Your Life does is this. is we learn tools and strategy to take off that old pair of glasses and put on a new one. The one of your possibility. The one that says, no, I know how to feed myself. I know what my body needs and doesn't need when it comes to food. I can trust my body. I have hungers and fullness cues. I can trust them. I teach you tools and strategy to remove the pair of glasses when it comes to food and put on the one that's going to create for you the experience for the rest of your life of peaceful eating. And then we look at your relationship to your body and to yourself. Body image struggle, right? We look at what pair of glass you wear there, which is, for all the women I work with, my body is not enough. Therefore, I am not enough. We take that pair of glasses, we yank it out, and then we create a new pair of glasses in which you are enough. Your body is enough. And the result of that, the result of you creating that peaceful relationship to food, that neutrality relationship to your body, is you living your better, fuller, and bolder life. That's when you start creating what's been on your wait list for a long time. That it is to ask for the promotion at work. That it is for you to start your business. That it is for you to launch yourself in the hobby you want. I've had women writing books because they remove that old pair of glasses. I dropped my glasses, by the way. But removing that old pair of glasses, they created the time to actually do what they've always wanted to do. When you undiet your life, you create time back. You get your time back. And it's not about there's more hours in the day. Like the number of hours is the same for everyone that you are dieting or not dieting. What happens is how you spend your time. People who are consumed about not being enough, which, by the way, that's exactly what diet culture wants you to be. Like, if you feel not enough right now, listening to me, it's totally normal. It's 100% expected for people identified as women to feel not enough. That's how the narrative, the socialization you are exposed to has for goal, for you to feel not enough, so you're consumed by being enough. So your time is spent trying to be enough. Instead of trying to create what you want in life, you're trying to be enough. You're trying to do things in order for you to feel good enough instead of knowing you're good enough and then moving on to creating something completely out there that is not about you proving your enoughness. So when I say when you undiet your life, you get your time back, you get your time that you're currently spending on ruminating. Who here ruminates, overthink about their decision in their brain? We're going to focus on your decision around food, around eating, around health, around body. But truth to be told is all the decision in your life. If you feel doubt and if you feel insecure and if you feel not enough, yes, you spend a lot of time ruminating and overthinking about food and body, but it's about everything else in your life. I have coached 1,000 women, and I see that in nearly every one of them. We clean up the slate when it comes to food and body, and we quickly, within a few months, start looking at all the area of their life, because the pattern they hold with food and body is the pattern they hold in their partnership relationship, in their business, with their friends, right? It's the same way they're acting. So if you're doubting your decision with food, you're doubting probably, I want to tell you who you are, but I just want you to know that it's totally normal if you're doubting all the places where you have to make decisions. That's the time you get back. You become a decisive person. Very simple example. Who spends a lot of time in the morning making a decision about what they're going to wear? What if you could shave off all that time in the morning by simply being able to walk into the closet and picking the outfit you're going to wear? Done and over with. Wouldn't that be amazing? That's the kind of time I'm giving you back when you undiet your life. You're going to get time back because I'm going to give you, in the Undiet Life experience, a clear path. I am going to tell you what to do. No more Googling, no more spending time lost in the abyss of Google trying to find the solution to your problem. This is behind you. As a professional, as a woman who's been there, I'm going to tell you clearly, this is what you do first, this is what you do second, this is what you do third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, let's do it together. That's what the life experience is, a clear path. You don't have to research, you don't have to Google, you don't have to overthink. You just have to do what I'm telling you have to do. And that path has been proven over and over and over and over again to create outstanding results for the women I work with. It's proven. There's dozens and dozens of testimonial on our website, video, written, of women who have transformed their relationship to food, that created confidence in their body and in themselves, and they're out there living their best life. So you're going to get your time back by being more effective and by me telling you exactly what you need to do. And what happens when you get that time back, you get the mental space back. Because truly, when I say I'm giving you your time back, what I'm giving you is mental space back. When you don't have to be consumed by overthinking, by ruminating, by self-doubt thoughts about what you should do, you clean up. Like, think of Marie Kondo. I was using this example on Sunday with the group I was teaching rebellious eating solution to. I said, think about Marie Kondo, right? Marie Kondo, if you don't know who it is, I think she's a Japanese woman who's written a book about decluttering your house. I want you to think of your brain as your house. And in your brain, you have an average of 60,000 thoughts a day. And about only 2% of it, you're aware of all these thoughts. And these thoughts can be of different quality, right? They can be productive thoughts that make you feel amazing, confident, courageous, brave, resilient. Or you can have thoughts that makes you feel doubtful, uncertain, shameful, guilty, worried. Do you see how I'm collapsing? Because that's the energy of these thoughts. What we teach you inside of Undiet Your Life, we're going to have an intensive Sunday, February the 4th. For all of you that are going to join us in the live experience, on Sunday, January the 4th, we kick it off on day 1 by an intensive 4-hour class all about me teaching you how to change your thoughts. 4 hours, and by the time you leave, you have an in-depth understanding of our self-coaching tool. I want to give you that right off the bat because this is, of all the tools I'm going to teach you inside of the Undiet Life experience, this is the most important because everything starts in your mind. So I'm going to give you this tool. I'm going to teach you how to use it, and then we're going to apply it for 8 weeks. That tool is the Marie Kondo tool of your brain. It's going to allow you to go into your brain, pick up every thought, look at it, and ask yourself, do I want to keep thinking this thought? When I think this thought, it makes me feel courageous. Yes, I want to keep thinking this thought. But when I think this thought, I feel shameful. No, I don't want to think this thought anymore. I'm going to teach you how to identify the thoughts that are creating the self-doubt, the lack of confidence, the rebellious eating behavior, the body shame. I'm going to show you how to go into your own individual brain, Look at these thoughts, identify them, and how to change them. So by the time you leave on day 1 of Undiet Your Life life experience, you have an in-depth understanding and you have applied this tool, and then you start changing your thought the very next day. And then we did dive into peaceful eating. That's the first 4 weeks of our time together. We're gonna learn how to change the way we eat. Not by controlling it, but by actually learning to trust ourselves. And that will create your confidence in a couple months after. The thing is, we think of confidence as something external, right? A look, a way we dress, a way people perceive us. But that is not what confidence is. Confidence is the ability to trust yourself, no matter what is out there, and to have your own back. So step 1 of creating confidence is learning to trust yourself. And listen to me on this, listen to me. You cannot claim to trust yourself while controlling your food. That is not authentic trust. That's fake trust. You cannot selectively trust yourself in only certain area of your life. You have to trust yourself in all parts of your life, including food. And that's the biggest game changer for women who can't understand what happens with them. They're like, I'm so confident at work, but when it comes to this and this part of my life, I don't know why I can't have that same confidence. I'll tell you why. It's because the confidence you have in certain aspect of your life is what I call fake confidence. It's a confidence that's attached to external validation, right? So people will tell me I'm confident at work, but I don't know why with my body, with health, with my relationship, I'm not. Well, what you think you have at work is fake confidence. You're confident because your boss validates you, because your employee validates you. They tell you you're good, and you get this feeling inside of you, and you think that's confidence. No. That's just people pleasing. That's perfectionism. That's you meeting other people's expectation and confusing that for confidence. Confidence is being able to have your own back and trust yourself, no matter what happens in your life, in any sectors of your life, including food and your body. You can rely on you. You have your own back. If you make a decision and it doesn't work out, that's okay. You are not going to criticize yourself. You are not going to judge yourself for having made a bad decision. If people complain, you're going to have your own back. You're going to support you. That, my sister, is true confidence. And you cannot have that only at work. And then when it comes to food, doubt your body. Shame your body for the craving you're experiencing. Judge your rebellious eating behavior. Shame yourself for not eating healthy. And thinking that a guru, a book on health, knows better than what your body telling you of what it needs. You cannot have two different relationships to yourself. That is the main reason why women struggle out there, is because they think, and I know for me, when I discovered that layer of my relationship to myself, the reason why I was in constant resistance, like 1 minute I would feel confident, the next minute I will feel self-doubt, confidence, self-doubt, confidence, self-doubt. It was like a yo-yo constantly. It's because my relationship to myself, AKA how I thought about myself, how I fed myself, how I interacted with my body, was not from a place of trust and confidence. It was from a place of self-doubt and shame. I had to clean that up in order to show up into the world in my full self, in a state of, many women wants to say, I want to love myself. That's the work you need to do. That's what we're going to do when we learn to eat peacefully. We're going to start playing in one sector of your life, which is food. We're going to build that relationship of self-trust in all aspects of food and nutrition and health. And then we're going to expand it the following month. So in March, after having spent 4 weeks learning the strategy and practicing trusting ourselves with food so we can eat peacefully, we're going to move into our body. And I'm going to do the same work about our body image and the way our body looks, that it is the size, the shape, the age of it, like our aging. Many women are concerned. There's an alarm going off right now. Many women are concerned about aging, and because conditionally society is training us to say, when you're getting older, you're getting bad. You're not as useful as you used to be, right? You're not as beautiful as you used to be. People will reject you. People will think less of you, right? We go into our brain and look at all these thoughts we've learned and decide, when I think about my body this way, is it serving me? When I think about my body being either good or bad, is it creating the confidence I want? The answer is no. When I judge myself, when I criticize my body, it creates the opposite of what I want. So why in the hell am I thinking that? Right? So the tool we taught you on Saturday, February the 5th, the very first day of the 2023 live experience, we're going to apply it to our body. Together, we're going to do that in a group. I'm going to be the one teaching you and coaching you through that so that you can then adopt thoughts and belief about your body that serves you in creating what you want. I'm not going to tell you what you want to create. That is not up to me to decide. That's you, right? Each one of you have different goals. I'm going to give you the tool to create the time, to create the resources for you to achieve these goals in years to come. By cleaning up the way you think about yourself, aka your body image, and learning to trust yourself using food and health. What holds back women? People identified as women, right? What holds back people identified as women in our current society, it's not rules and regulations. Like we as a group have fought a lot in decades past to get equal rights. We have the right to do everything that people identified as men do. What limits us is our own brain. It's the pattern of self-criticism that we have learned in years past that today holds you back from doing, creating, having what you want. Let's talk about money for a minute. I love to talk about money for two reasons, because I have a business that teaches health professionals and coaches how to make money in their business. So money is a favorite topic of mine, but I want to talk about it in the case of Undieting Our Life. How does Undieting Your Life create more money for you? Number one, you're going to save a shitload of money in years to come. No more buying books. No more buying books about how to deal with your body. No more buying books about changing your body. No more you spending money being told what to do with your body. That account in your budget gets deleted, and you actually going to take that money and you're going to spend it towards achieving whatever goal you have. Investing in your business, investing in self-development for your career. You're going to save money from being, I wanted to use the word wasted, but from being invested in other people telling you what to do with yourself. I'm going to teach you the tool, the mindset confident mindset self-coaching tool that you will be the one knowing what to do with yourself. I'm going to empower you to make quality decisions in your life. You're going to save money from all that money you're giving out to people in the world to tell you what to do with yourself. You're going to claim that money back, and you're going to be the deciding authority in your life. We're going to start with food. We're going to practice being the decisive authority in your life with food, then with your body. Then you're going to go out and apply it to the rest of your life. You're going to make more money, and I've seen it for the people that are still working with me. I've worked with over 1,000 women singly in the field of women confidence with food and body. And people who work with me for a longer period of time or stay in touch with me will tell me how after creating that confidence with food and body, they went out there and they asked for more money. Why? Because they had the innate feeling of confidence. They knew their worth. That it is in the context of corporate work. That it is in the context of you being a contractor and setting your own price, of you having a business. When you don't feel confident, or worse, when you have fake confidence, you will hesitate in asking for more money for your work. It's not your fault, but you need the courage, you need the confidence to go out there to the people that are paying you and say, listen, I am worth more than this. Yeah, I know, I may have given you all the last 10 years of my life at this price because I thought I was worth this price, but truly I'm worth this price. And you're going to go out there and ask for more money, renegotiate your contract, apply for the promotion. And that decision to go claim more money is going to be the outcome of you first claiming your power with your own opinion of yourself, with your decision with food, and then the decision you make with your body and your health. And then it's like building a new platform for yourself. You're going to gain all that confidence in all these areas of your life where you didn't have it. You're going to say, okay, it works over here. I'm going to go out and make it work over there. Here's another massive, extraordinary, unknown benefit of undieting your life. When you join 2023 Undiet Your Life life experience, your social life will transform. All aspects of your social life with other human beings. Why? Because you're going to be present with the other human in your life. I want you to be honest with yourself right now. If you are consumed with not enough thoughts, right? I'm not good enough. I'm not beautiful enough. I'm not small enough. I'm not healthy enough. I'm not. When you're consumed with these thoughts, you are not present to other people in your life. I know. Trust me, I know. I spent 25 years of my life in that state. Because when I went out into the world to interact with other human beings, that it is social event, that it is work, that it is phone conversation, while I was having the conversation with the other human being, I was also at the same time in my brain having a conversation with myself to constantly monitor myself. Am I saying the right thing? What do they think when they look at me? Oh my God, look at my belly roll. They must look at it. They must think I'm fat. Oh, they must think I'm lazy. Let me insert the conversation to prove that I'm not lazy. My relationship with certain people in my life was all about proving my worth. It was not about having a human-to-human conversation and being present to their worth, to their emotion, to their needs. The conversation was a platform for me to feel better about myself. So I would constantly monitor their reaction, monitor what they were saying, and I would use the relationship to prove that I was worth their love. I was worth their friendship. At work, I was worth their trust in my role in the company. I was constantly monitoring and using my social time, my interaction with other human beings to prove myself. Because I had this constant hamster wheel in my brain, all the self-critical chatter. So when you undiet your life, when you learn to Marie Kondo your thoughts, which we're going to do together Saturday, February 5th, it's going to be a 4-hour intensive where I'm going to teach you our self-coaching tool. You're going to start reducing the self-critical chatter. You're going to start open up the space for you to connect with your loved one, with your friend, and to be present to the conversation instead of being worried about what they think of you. That will skyrocket the love you get from other people. Not because they're going to change anything to you. You're going to feel and experience more of your human relationship because you are present to the relationship. Because you're not consumed by your thoughts. And you're going to have completely different social interaction with the world. And it won't happen the first week. Like, don't think, and this is something I want to say to you, if you're thinking of joining the 2023 Undiet Your Life live experience and you think, by February 28th, I better have all these things. I'm going to tell you right now, you're not. This is a 1-year work that you're going to have to dedicate yourself to. You're going to have to dedicate the next year in transforming yourself. We're going to kickstart you with this intensive 8 weeks. So February and March, I'm going to teach you all the tools. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do and not do. And then you're going to have to do the work. You're going to have to do the work for the rest of the year in order for you to transform your social relationship, for you to have more time to do what you want in life, to ask for more money. But it's not going to happen by February 28th. I am not in the quick fix business. Trust me, after 25 years of myself being a victim of diet culture, I am not selling quick fixes. So if you're into the quick fix business, you're like, I want result in 2 weeks, you're not my people. Right? You're still in the state of mind where you need to be served by diet culture. I am in for a transformation for the rest of your life. For you to finally can claim that you love yourself. When I ask women who want to work with me what is their number one objective, I get 2 things. I want to feel more confident because they know the impact of them feeling confident will have on all of their life. And then the second thing people tell me is that they want to love themselves. They want more self-love. And that's the outcome of undieting your life. You don't create more self-love because you're compliant with your body. Trust me, I tried for 25 years. And I know, like, if I had you in a room in front of me right now, and I would say, raise your hand if you thought that changing your body, that looking different would made you love yourself more. Like if you're driving right now and you're listening, don't raise your hand. But if that's you, that's normal. That's 100% normal that you thought that because you were told that. You were told that if you finally achieve a look that we told you should achieve, right? And if you were healthy enough, you would love yourself. And then you got there for a glimpse, right? For like a couple months. And you work really hard at maintaining that look. You're like, where the fuck is self-love? I still hate myself. I still judge myself. I still criticize myself. Why? Very simply, because what creates self-love is not anything outside of you. It's not other people. It's not your body. It's not the purse. It's not the house. It's not the car. What creates self-love is the mundane, small thoughts you think about yourself day to day. That's it. What creates self-love is your thoughts about yourself. So if you have a unproductive, negative narrative in your brain about you, like the secret narrative you have about yourself, and it's not productive and it's not negative, it's all filled with limitation, I can guarantee you're not going to love yourself. I don't even need to know the thoughts you're thinking about yourself. I just know that the outcome of these thoughts will never be self-love. But we're gonna change that in the 2023 Undiet Your Life live experience. I'm gonna teach you how to find the thoughts, your personal narrative that creates not loving yourself, and I'm gonna give you thoughts for you to love yourself. And we're going to learn how to believe this thought so you can create self-love. You can't love yourself while not trusting yourself with food. One of the biggest paradigm that I had to overcome for myself is wanting to love myself while maintaining self-hatred for my body. And I see that over and over and over again. Women who claim, quote unquote, to love themselves while pursuing eating behavior, health behavior in order to change their body. It's never going to be self-love. Self-love has to be every single part of you. Your mind, your emotion, your physical body, and even your spiritual body. That's what will equal to self-love. You have to trust yourself in every aspect of yourself. That is the outcome of Undiet Your Life. That's the outcome of what we're going to do together in that container, the 2023 live experience, which starts February the 5th. So I just realized that I've been talking about this for 45 minutes. So my intention was to come on live here and to have a quick 10-minute experience with you to talk about this powerful container that I'm inviting you to join us in. And I just realized it's been 45 minutes. So I'm going to kind of, quote unquote, guide myself to end this conversation, but you probably can feel the passion that I have for this and the reason why I'm so passionate and so convinced that this container, if you decide to join that room, you will have the transformation of your life. If you come in and you join me and you follow the steps I'm going to teach you for those 2 months, and you do the work, you're going to have the transformation you've never had before. Because this is the approach. Undieting your life. Taking the glasses, I just found my glasses, and putting on a new pair of glasses. This is what you haven't done yet. The reason why you're following me is because you've tried all the things and it didn't work. And here you are at 35, 40, 45, 50 years old. I'm 47, by the way, if I can put you at ease. You are my age and you're still looking for the answer. I found my answer at the age of 42. I started looking intensely for the answer outside of diet culture at 39. And it took me 3 years of wasted time Googling and searching and attending seminar to find Undiet Your Life, to create Undiet Your Life, to solve my own situation. I thought it was just for me. And then I started to apply it to my clients. At the time I had a nutrition clinic. And it was working for everybody. I'm like, I think we have something here that is not just for you. Hold on. You mean that there is hundreds of other women who are exactly in the same situation as you and keep searching for the answer and they keep trying things that are not going to work? Let's put this out there. That's when Going Beyond the Food, my company, my online company, was born, was from doing the work one-on-one in the context of a nutrition clinic. And here I am 6.5 years later, and I'm talking to you and I'm inviting you to come do this work with me inside the 2023 Undiet Your Life experience. So let's wrap that up. I think I'm going to actually put that on the podcast feed. That's going to be the podcast for next week. If you're listening to this on the podcast, this is how I created the podcast for this week. From going live on Facebook and Instagram for 10 minutes and being totally alive on this topic and having so much passion and sharing this wonderful opportunity that it turned into a 45-minute conversation. This is pure, raw passion. This is what you're going to get from me for 2 months straight inside of the 2023 live Undiet Your Life experience. So if you need this energy in your life, if you need someone holding and showing you the path that is this passionate, convinced, who has lived it, and actually live the benefit of it, which could be a whole other live and podcast. I live my best, better, fuller, and bolder life. I live my undieted life, and I know it's possible for you too. So come and join us. I'm going to wrap this up. I'm promising to wrap this up every time, and I keep finding more to say, but come and join us. You have until next Friday. I'm going to give you the exact date. Friday, February the 3rd, midnight, to enroll inside of Undiet Your Life, the program, in order for you to attend the intensive confident mindset workshop on the Sunday, February the 5th, 10 a.m. EST. And then we can start from there a straight 2-month journey. And then you stay with me. Here's the cool thing is we really focus for 2 months on learning all the things very rapidly. And then you still have 10 months in the program with me and my team. So you still have 10 months of supervision, of coaching, of support while you're going out there and cleaning up all your thoughts and practicing eating peacefully and like learning to be neutral about your body. And you're struggling, you still have 10 months of support with us. You get the full package of Undiet Your Life coaching program. We just have this rapid introduction for the first 2 months together where we really go with an accountability process to learn the Undiet Your Life tools and strategy. And you have 10 months of supervision with me in the application and the embodiment of it. And the results are guaranteed. If after 12 months, you've done all the classes, you've worked through all the exercise, and it's still a struggle with you, we continue to coach you for a whole other year. The next year is on me. It's guaranteed that you're going to live your better, fuller, and bolder life, no matter how long I have to coach you. So it's guaranteed results. And I can guarantee those results because of me having done this work for 6 years and knowing how to get to the result quickly and efficiently. And again, you will see tons of testimonial on our sales page. The transformation are massive and they're real. So go check that out. So follow the link somewhere on the platform where you are, because I'm broadcasting right now on Instagram and on Facebook. There's a link, join us. Click enroll. There's 2 options. You can do it as a group. That's $777 for all the tools, all the session, and 1 full year of support. Or you can do it with a one-on-one coach. The people I train in my other business, I have a business where I train health professional under my methodology. And you can get a private coach if that's your thing. You know you want one-on-one support and you financially can afford it. There's an option for you there as well. But the baseline is $777 for the group option and getting all the tools. And you have to do that before February the 3rd. Okay, I'm really shutting up right now. If you have any question, you can DM me on Instagram, or you can email us at info@stephaniedodier.com, and one of my team member will get back to you right away with any question. Thank you very much for having been a witness to this outburst of passion, and I'll see you around. Bye. If you are loving what you're learning on the podcast, you have to come and check out Undiet Your Life. This is where we get to hang out together, where you get the individual help applying the concept thought on the podcast while learning new coaching tools that will make your life even more amazing. It's also where you get to apply the learning to think better, eat better, and feel better, and create your undieted life, your better, bigger, and bolder life. Go to stephaniedodier.com/join. I'd love to have you join us inside of Undiet Your Life, and I'll see you on the other side.